So here's another piece of good news for you. The Westboro Baptist Church was going to protest yet again in Oregon, of all places, and they were going to protest in a military funeral because, quote, God hates America and killing our troops in his wrath. Military funerals have become pagan orgies of idolatrous blasphemy where we pray to the dunghill gods of Sodom and play taps to the fallen fool. Now, that sounds like a party I really want to attend. Well, Westboro Baptist was a no-show. They didn't come because more than 2,000 supporters showed up. More than 2,000 people, and you can see the pictures up on the Blaze, of patriots showed up to protect this family and the funeral. I think that is absolutely, absolutely incredible.
Did you say the Westboro Baptist Church didn't show up at all?
Yeah, they didn't show. Well,
because they didn't.
Yeah, they didn't claim to show up. They were. I'm sure they were like, yeah, I hate those guys.
I was reading something about, and I thought it was an interesting thought because the Westboro Baptist Church says they're going to protest all these things. Then they get a million stories about them, and then they don't show up to all of them. Like, they're getting all the free publicity out of saying they're going to protest X funeral and Y event and everything, and then they don't show up. It's like a free attention service that the media continually gives them. But then if they don't show up, then who reports that? No one reports, the Westboro Baptist Church didn't show up. I mean, it's not a news story.
Then we have, I think it's fine because it brings us together, myself. I mean, I think, I'm glad they don't show up. I mean, how many are there? They're like, what, 20 of them?
Yeah, I don't even think there's 20 anymore. They've kicked out a bunch of them. Because
you have got to be a loser when you're kicked out. I mean, leaving is one thing. You're being kicked out of the Westboro Baptist Church?
Yeah, I think one of the daughters got kicked out because she wore a bathing suit in public.
Oh, that's fantastic.
I mean, can you imagine?
You're being kicked out. If you're being kicked out for being normal, that is fantastic. I love that. But if you're being kicked out because you're an extremist,
well, you're not. You're never extreme enough.
She was also She also questioned. She had the nerve to question.
She was on our show, wasn't
right?
she? Is that the one you were talking about?
I think so.
That's very normal. That's a different one, I think. But there's been she left legitimately questioning.
Yeah, there's been a few.
Some were upset that they left initially, and of course, once you get out of that world, it's pretty easy, I think, to realize how nuts they are.
Yeah, I would think so.
Yeah. But they believe it. I mean, I am fully convinced there's about 6 of them in there that actually really do believe it. And they're all family members except for one guy.
And again, there's very few of them anyway. There's less than 100, and I think it's way less than, like 40 people.
I think that was maybe a peak number. I think it's less than that now.
Yeah, it's a ridiculously small number of people.
Then, I don't know about anybody else, but I just needed good news. I just really... Man, I needed good news last week. I wanted to see happy stories, and not just happy stories, but good guys winning. It's not all the bad guys winning all the time. Good guys winning. And so...
you mean like the Senate deal? Yeah. I see what you're saying. When McConnell and Reid came together, is that what you meant?
Don't start with me.